Well, it's the, what was that, 8th or 9th, it's Saturday. I think it's the 9th of January 2016. This is our, I call it new, but we've had it for a year. I just hadn't had a chance to do a video on it. New old excavator. It's a 690C John Deere. And let's see, got a 36-inch bucket. Nothing real special. Not a terribly strong machine. It's a 20-ton machine. But we're gonna bury some stumps that we've been digging up here. Check. Yep, hydraulics good. You can see it's leaking everywhere. This thing's, you know, old machine, old hydraulics, they leak. Engine is in really good shape. That sucker doesn't turn over about twice before it's running. Probably could stand a hydraulic pump rebuild, but for what we're doing with it, just cleaning up fence rows and digging up a few stumps and things, it works just fine. Check the engine oil. You see we had a big sycamore tree that died, and it was dead and rotten. Pushed it over last weekend. Got a good old John Deere engine in it, which my dad liked because he's been working for John Deere for, well, since he was 18 years old, so that's longer than I can do the math for. And says he's rebuilt more of them engines than he can count, so if anything ever goes wrong with the engine, at least we have somebody that knows what they're doing. Like I said, nothing special inside. My dad rolled a stump into the glass. Glad it was him and not me. We got a hydraulic enable, stick control, swing control, boom control, bucket control. None of the gauges work. Got throttle, swing lock, high speed, low speed tracks, those two toggle switches. Top one swing lock, bottom one is track speed. Fuel cutoff, ignition switch, flow divider. I don't even know if the flow divider works, to be honest with you. But got a big stump over there. I don't know if you can see it on the other side of that sycamore tree I got to bury. And then I'm just going to bury that log over there. It's completely rotten on the inside. There's no firewood in it, so we're just going to bury it. So let me see if I can get this phone mounted somewhere in here so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so I got me a mount semi-jerry rigged up here. I imagine it'll probably fall off before it's all over, so I probably ought to shut the door. My phone's going to fall out. Alright, so start her up. I told you that engine worked good. I'll let her warm up for a minute and I'll be right back with you. Alright, so we're warmed up. Got my hydraulics engaged. I got a berry. Somebody asked me on one of my other videos, or mentioned that it looked like we were in sandhill country, and we are. We're in sort of the north part of South Georgia. We're about an hour east of Savannah, and it is really sandy, especially where we're at. We are kind of on a sand hill, but this is basically what you get: a bunch of sand, and then there's maybe 6 to 8 inches of red clay, and then you start hitting that really white. See it right there. You start hitting that really white kaolin clay, and that stuff is wet, dense, and sticky. And yeah, if you ever have to dig through that stuff with a shovel, let me tell you from experience, you don't want to do that. But yeah, that's basically what we've got here, is pretty much sand. You've got to dig a long way to get anything but sand.